Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot. So, as promised, I wanted to do a separate read on Pluto moving into Aquarius on the 19th. But before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you guys and send all my love and big hugs to each and every one of you for all your love and support in all the ways that you lift this channel up. Truly getting to resonate with you, getting to connect with you truly fills my bucket up and fills me up just as much as I hope these messages fill you up too. So thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I love you back. So let's get started. So in the meditation on this reading for me is really, this is about future-proofing. Future-proofing. It's a total systems upgrade, basically. And so with Pluto, just a little background, but really Pluto is known as the planet of wealth, of power, secrets, mystery, death and transformation, as well as shadow journeys. And so it empowers the masses to organize, to mobilize and to disrupt systems that have failed us or jump a sinking ship altogether. But it's also known as the generational planet. And the reasoning why is as Pluto moves into Aquarius here on November 19th, it'll actually remain there until 2043. Basically, it's the slowest moving planet due to its orbit, which takes 248 years to go through all 12 zodiacs. And so it literally shapes and affects generations to come. And it ushers in, really truly, it ushers in a new era of equality and of freedom. It's a total systems upgrade that allows us the opportunity to future-proof so that our futures are on stable foundations and are secure and protected and loved going forward. So it really lends itself towards that wealth, towards that power, and also towards transformation, to secure the mystery, basically, to live life's mysteries in abundance. Now, like I say too, it's also kind of an interesting aspect. It shapes societal themes that are related to power and collective psychology over decades. Like I say, it's the generational planet. When it's in Aquarius, it's actually associated with innovation, equality, and revolution. And so it triggers consideration for utopia versus dystopia and humanitarian improvements. It's a chance for us where we're urged to contemplate, how am I embracing change in the community? And with the Knight of Cups here, this is all about lofty thoughts and passion as well as inspiration, but it gives us the opportunity to really transform through our compassion, through our emotion, and through our sensitivity with our connection to our intuition. And so, like I say, it really lets us focus on, or gives us an opportunity to focus on that shadow work, that transformation, to balance or to move back towards balance. Now, with the Four of Cups here as well, this is about disappointment, like I say, societal structures that you feel have failed you or failed us. It allows us to reposition ourselves. And so some of you may be finding that through meditation, through focus of compassion, love, leadership, that ultimately you will find your way in asking yourself, how am I accepting my role in being a fighter for equality? How am I embracing change in my community? And you'll find that you're inspired during this time, beginning on November 19th, where you will be using your intuition, using your compassion to really evoke change within your community that lends us towards equality, towards freedom, and towards utopia. Now, with the Queen of Cups as well, like I say, right now you're very much standing in your power, in your empathy, in your purity of thought. And so right now it's especially important as well, especially if there's, been upset, basically, or things that, not trying to make it political, but looking at the presidential election that just happened in the US. If you are on the Democratic side, or you're, not necessarily happy with where things are going, you may have been struggling with that disappointment, right? or fearful of what the future brings. This is an opportunity really where it's not the end of the world. It's an opportunity to shape societal themes that are related to transformation, that are related to power and collective psychology, where we can evoke change within our communities through nurturing, through empathy, and through purity in thought. It's taking that dispositional versus situational view. It's also about embracing and accepting each and every one of us for our independent thoughts and our independent feelings and viewpoints, and coming to the table together to raise each other up and to help support each other so that we can come to life-changing goals or common goals where we agree. I guess the way I would put it is, so when I worked for a cooperative in the farming community, we had a lot of diversity in culture and a lot of diversity in beliefs. We had a lot of Amish, we had Mennonite, but we also had what they refer to as English. Now in my area too, we had the diversity between organic practices and then also conventional farming practices. And those who are in both have had generational impacts, right? They've endured the 80s where the farmers really, where farming was really being bought up by by large farms. They've endured the aspects of the Great Depression where the USDA was born and structured in a way where the farmer gets what's left. Organics has also tried to pave the way in the way of a fair pay price, and looking what that, asking what that looks like, not only for the farmer, but for the sustainable structures and setups of the farm itself, of your soil nutrition, and of animal life, animal well-being or life welfare for them, to make their lives as enjoyable as possible, because it goes with the simplest idea, but it's monumental. Happy cows make more milk. When they're stressed, they stop producing. And so when everybody works together through successional planning, through considering what it looks like with utopia in sustainable and companion planting aspects, but same thing with people. How are we embracing change, or how can we embrace change in our community that allows us to accept a role for being a fighter towards equality, towards utopia rather than dystopia, and really keeping that common goal. My point being is that with so many different cultures and diversity with viewpoints, it's helpful to be able to recognize, to step back further and realign ourselves and be able to come together with a common goal in what we're looking at, what we're fighting for. And so that's why it's so related to shaping societal themes related to transformation and power and collective psychology, how we accept ourselves, right? How we accept others and support each other so that we set each other up for success rather than tear each other down. But it's through innovation, it's through equality, and it's through revelations and revolutions that really shape that and lead the way and the path towards action with that. True story too. So like I was saying, Pluto really ushers in a new era of equality and freedom. The last time that Pluto was in Aquarius was in 1778, and it went till 1798. And this is where the world experienced seismic shifts within our way of thinking, within our way of how we come to the table for each other and how we support each other. And so to give you an idea of how much change we may be feeling during this time, during this span when it was last in Aquarius, the world experienced the American and the French revolutions, and it particularly with Virgo. It invites us to reevaluate our approach towards work as well as towards wellness. And so it encourages us to adopt, what brings to mind is the meditation of a total system upgrade, future-proofing, right? And so how can we change unless we are the change? And so it encourages you to adopt routines that support deep, lasting well-beings. And so side tangent, especially as above, so below, as within, so with your outer world. And so this is an opportunity and a time where if you have been experiencing or struggling with letting go and kicking any self-sabotaging habits, this is a time where you'll feel the ambition and the strength as well as the resilience to finally kick those self-sabotaging habits for good and shed resistances towards taking ownership for your own health and for the health of your community. Like I say, it's no longer, you're basically shedding that bystander effect and taking accountability, and it's empowering yourself to take control. And if that resonates, by all means, please like, share, subscribe, help support this channel, but most importantly, help support this message so that we can get it out to as many Virgos as we can, help lift each other up so that we are all urged towards improvement and utopia and transformation towards equality and freedom. Because like I say, that's where we're going to see our Ten of Cups in our communities and together, standing stronger together. This is an opportunity of ultimate happiness that will allow us to really shape, but also to define in the way of like organic with my skills or in my past life, basically, as I like to put it, with my past employer. Defining a fair pay price was monumental for the farming industry, especially, between the Depression and the 1980s. Small family farms were basically dying. They were going under. They were suffering in the way because they were only getting what's left based on the USDA structure. And so defining fair pay price, defining soil nutrition and sustainable practices for the farm so that it can live and not only live but thrive for generations. It took on the mentality and inspiration, honestly, from Native American cultures where you're doing something right if you can plan 7 generations ahead when you do your successional plannings. And that goes down to the root, your soil nutrition, your animal life fare, wild and domesticated. But really setting yourself up for success, setting your children's children up for success, and planning ahead. That's future-proofing. That's building wellness. And it's about, building wellness as well as utopic solutions and revolutions that will lead towards the success that really changes generations to come. And with the King of Pentacles, this is about, self-control. It's steady as she goes, basically. It's about financial management. Again, future-proofing, a total systems upgrade in your relationships, in your financial structures, and your financial stability. Now, in the way of work or career, as far as Virgos are concerned with how, Pluto and Aquarius is going to affect us, basically, you may find that you're on the brink of a major shift, asking yourself the hard questions about how to future-proof your business, your side hustle, and your finances, especially if you're feeling volatile with economically with your current employer. It's how to not put all your eggs in one basket and successfully diversify your funds so that you're protected through any change in Congress or any change in your political management systems that you're experiencing in your country, I should say. But really, truly, like I say, for anything that's truly causing you, just blanketing it with anxiety or panic or despair, feeling like you don't have control, feeling like you're afraid of change or afraid of taking action and instead detaching. This is a time instead to attune towards your manifestations, attune back towards harmony, towards utopia. Because really the 14 reduces to a 5, and that's all about 1 being the new beginnings with a focus on foundation and structure, and then also the 1 being the new beginning, and then the 4 being new foundations, secure foundations and structures. But with the 5, it's about all of that coming together with unexpected energy. And so don't be surprised that this will absolutely influence us in a lot of ways as Virgos, where it'll help us with asking the hard questions about how to future-proof our stability, our businesses, our side hustles, or even our career paths. And also, too, on the self-reclamation side of things, this is also an opportunity where you may very well find that you go on a journey that allows you to question how you look at your body image, how you understand your health, your work-life balance, as well as your the balance in your relationships. And that includes like who stands for you, who you stand for, how you get through difficulties and differences together and support each other, as well as, my goodness, these are falling all out, stability, like coming to the table together to support each other, but also too to build healthy relationships where there's a mutuality as well as an independence, and you fully love and support that through acceptance and understanding. But for us on the self-reclamation part, it'll really help us with going through that journey to ask ourselves how we self-love, how we understand health in work and in our relationships, as well as self-love in how we take care of our bodies and our love, how we take care of ourselves. And like I say too, this is an opportunity where it'll allow us to kick self-sabotaging habits and take ownership and accountability in those aspects and how we come to the table. And with the Knight of Pentacles, this is about laboring towards your goals. It's about your long-term goals, more importantly, but it's also about the diligence and perseverance needed to future-proof your side hustles, your business, your financial security, and your relationships. And it's through laboring towards your goals. This is a focus, and you are finding the inner strength and possessing the courage and the inner strength to self-empower during this time through confidence and through love leadership. And like I say, if that resonates with this total system and you're feeling with this Pluto being in, with Pluto moving into Aquarius, know what I meant? That this is a total systems upgrade for you. Like, share, subscribe, share your story in the comments below. That way we can help lift you up on this channel, help support you on your journey as well. Because what Spirit really wants you to know during this time is that you are finding balance. You are harmonizing, you're prioritizing, and you're finding stability within your time management. And you got this, is what Spirit is saying. You can multitask. You can wear many hats, and you can accept your role, embrace change in your community, and urge a focus of triggering consideration and utopic aspects and how to truly come to the table in supporting your community as well as equality and freedom for everyone. Now, like I say too, with the Six of Staffs, there is the arrival of prosperity, and this is due to the fruits of your labor, it'll lead to personal satisfaction, but it's your personal success, it's triumph. Again, it's kicking those self-destructing habits and focusing on and reevaluating on how you approach your work and your wellness, how you love yourself, how you love your community. Because again, Pluto is an opportunity, especially with being in Aquarius, where it empowers the masses to organize, to mobilize, and to disrupt systems that have failed us, or jump a sinking ship altogether. It really allows us to contemplate a utopic revolution as opposed to a dystopic atmosphere, with a focus on humanitarianism and humanitarian improvement. And with the Queen of Wands, this is about a time of optimism, right? And that's where it starts. It's choosing love over hate. It's a total systems upgrade to future-proof for 7 generations to come. But this is the time to shine in all your strength, in all your optimism, but that truly will lead towards the charisma to invoke change. And like I say, there's a arrival of good news. This is something where fighting for that freedom through creativity, through innovation, through a focus of equality that will help us, and it'll reignite excitement towards that freedom, towards that creativity to explore new avenues, to explore innovations that allow us to shape societal themes and transform through that power and through that psychological or collective psychology that we hold in how we accept each other and how we support each other. And like I say, Pluto, when it moves into Aquarius, it's going to start on November 19th, but it will actually remain there until 2043. So this is not going to happen overnight. It's just going to ignite this week, which is amazing. but really start upgrading us. So start leading us towards future proofing, so that by the time that we move into the next zodiac, we are set up for a total systems upgrade. We are set up for generational success. And this is looking ahead towards new opportunities. This is looking ahead again, back-to-back freedom cards, towards what prosperity looks like, what success looks like, and what win-win solutions looks like, so that we can all support each other and in basically our transformations, but also to evaluating how we can shed things that no longer serve us and innovate new ideas, new transformations, new societal themes that'll set us up for equality and freedom. And this is the time for truth, right? This is the time for truth to come forward, and karma is on our side through honesty, through judgment, through truth and trusting in that foundation, building that foundation up, as well as through forgiveness. There's freedom in forgiveness. It allows us to take that power back for any wrongdoings, for any misjudgments, for any self-sabotaging beliefs or practices. But really, truly, this is about setting yourself up and setting the community around you up with future proofing, so that we can have and allow a total systems upgrade and call in through innovation the equality and the freedom that we all truly deserve and want in this world. And like I say, on the 19th, you may very well, I know I'm backing it out a bit, but either way, on the 18th, you may very well find with basically the sun being in Scorpio trine with Neptune, which is in Pisces, an awakening where if you were seeking spiritual guidance, or you may be feeling like you need to seek spiritual guidance, but also too, what I really get out of that is that some of you may be becoming a spiritual teacher yourself. You're finding peace and you're sharing that truth, how we can find together a pathway to peace, because truly changes are coming in. And this is a new venture that will go well, and together we will move towards calmer waters. And like I say, if that resonates, by all means, please like, share, subscribe, share your story, share your thoughts, your feelings, and what you're experiencing during this Pluto move into Aquarius. That way we can help raise you up, help support each other during this time, because again, it's about coming together. It's about collectively evoking change towards equality and freedom. Now, I did want to just go ahead and pull some spirit animal totems, see what additional messages spirit can help us with guiding us during this time. And so what we pulled here is the pronghorn. Now is the time for action. Spirit wants to remind us that opportunities are here. This is a time to move forward with confidence, because your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. What you bring to the table is a total systems upgrade that allows us to future-proof together. And your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So don't doubt yourself during this time, because this is a time where each and every one of us can make a difference. And with the bee, like I say, it's all about focusing on the community, or on your community. But Spirit wants to remind us with the bee is that you are a powerful creator, that we are all powerful creators. The work that we do blesses everything that we touch, and so being open to receiving the sweetness is a reminder that we are all queens of abundance, kings and queens of abundance. But with bee colonies, queens, so there's that. But with the Pathfinder, oh my goodness. So with the wolf, what Spirit is really saying here is that now is the time to release your past. It's a time to start a new journey, because you are a teacher and you help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. So now is the time to remember that you have a love that endures. And that is really the truth truth in a utopic environment. It's a total systems upgrade, and it's a lot of work to future-proof, but it starts with choosing love over hate. It's about choosing love, and so that we can all benefit and move towards an era of equality and freedom. And then with the cat, it's about independence. It's reminding yourself, and Spirit wants you to know, and that it's confirmed here, this is your confirmation, that you are a natural healer. Through choosing love, through listening to your intuition, that is your strength. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So like I say, if that resonates, by all means, let us know. Like, share, subscribe, or to share your story, more importantly, in the comments below. Put a heart in the comments below. That way we can help lift and support each other on this channel. But if you are feeling any type of aspects with struggling with letting go, struggling with loss or resentment, disappointment, check out the store, the Honey Sea Star. So we have the store, the Honey Sea Star store. Anyway, all the designs on there are meant to inspire, empower, and uplift you along your day and along your journey. And so it's another way for us here on this channel to help support you in the same ways that you support this channel. So take a look, let me know what you think, but choose your power and just, see what speaks to you. Now, before we go to, I do want to look at the major arcana. And during this read here, all that we pulled is Temperance. And I think that is actually amazing and so appropriate. So with Pluto and Aquarius, it's about shaping societal themes, right? Shaping our collective psychology over decades that will pave the way to future-proof through a total systems upgrade, through equality and opening the door towards a freedom, or opening the door towards freedom. And that really comes through temperance. It comes through not only healing, through choosing love over hate, but it's a fusion and a commitment towards harmony, towards acceptance, and supporting each other for all of our difference and receiving each other for all of our differences, so that we are with the idea and the belief that we are stronger together because of it, because we challenge each other, because we open each other's minds, and through it we open each other's hearts and invoke change and transformation. And so if you practice music therapy, if you're feeling any chakra blockages, try playing around with the chord of G with doing some improv. Also, too, what I see in this is a lot of purple. Purple tends to recognize or for us represent our highest selves, to remind ourselves that we truly, each and every one of us, are royalty. Through our regality, we can invoke change. It's standing in our Empress power. But it also represents here too in this, the crown chakra. It's our connection to the divine. And so as you meditate during this time, especially as Pluto enters into Aquarius, try positive affirmations to open your crown and remember that you truly are connected to the energy of the universe. You are the divine. You are royalty, made of flesh and bone. And basically, by looking at the idea of expanding your awareness, you can better serve yourself and better serve others, better serve your community. And so try and meditate on, or as you meditate on that, focus on that. It'll open the way and open your eyes towards connecting with the divine to receive the guidance needed, to receive the harmony and the balance needed, so that we can all work towards future-proofing through innovation that'll lead towards a total systems upgrade. So, like I say, I really, truly hope that this reading helps. If you'd like to support the channel and continue to get this message out to as many Virgos as we can, please like, share, subscribe. But either way, until we see each other again or until we meet again, I'm sending all my love and light to each and every one of you. Take care. I'll see you in the next reading.